Bronco fans, it's Danny here from Bronco Planet, recapping week number 2 against the Bengals. Is fugly a word? Can we look that up? Well, if there is one word to describe this week's win, it is fugly. Now, granted, as ugly as it was, sometimes you got to take that ugly girl to the dance rather than not go to the prom at all. On the bright side, Denver rushed for 130 yards. And they did it without who? No Sean? Unbelievable. Kyle Orton only racked up 195 yards through the air, but 2 scores to our new favorite Denver Bronco, Eric Decker. Kyle Orton only had 195 yards. Who cares? You'd care if he was on your fantasy football team, though, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Now, you would think 130 yards on the ground would be the big news for the Denver Broncos in week number 2, and it wasn't! The Denver Broncos are more banged up right now than Josh McDaniels' video reputation. No Sean Marino, Champ Bailey, Elvis Dumerville. Oh, it keeps getting better. Brandon Lloyd, Demaryius Thomas, Marcus Thomas, Ty Warren, out for the year. What is going on? I'll tell you, the one biggest bright spot is a team can come together with those kinds of injuries and still ink out a win. So who impressed this week? Well, for the second week in a row, you have Eric Decker. Did you see that ass pancake dive into the end zone feet first? Classic. Wesley Woodyard showed up in a big way, along with Joe Mama Said Knock You Out Mays. But one of the brighter spots, and a guy that didn't get a mention and has got a little bit of non-love, so to speak, is Robert Ayers, Almost Ayers. We've chronicled most of his time here in Denver as AA, Almost Ayers. He almost made a tackle. He almost had a sack. He almost made a play. Put that to rest in week number 2 for Robert Ayers. Do we have a game ball? We're out of game balls? No? Sorry, Robert. We're all out of game balls, but you'll always live right here in my heart. Kyle Orton once again put the ball on the ground. Was that on Kyle? Ryan Clady, that fumble's on you. But overall, a much better week this week than week 1 Monday night against the Raiders. So I know what you're saying. Where do we go from here? The answer to that is Tennessee, who, by the way, is coming off probably one of the biggest week 2 shockers, taking out Baltimore. With the likes of No Sean Marino, Champ Bailey, Elvis Dumerville, and Eddie Royal out, this team needs to get healthy now. Do they have a good HMO? You know, I would be remiss if I didn't weigh in on the whole Tim Tebow billboard gate. Jesse Oakes and his thundering band of attention seekers decided to drop 10 large on a couple of billboards in the downtown area, vocalizing their support for Tim Tebow, thus benching Kyle Orton. We're not Tim Tebow fans, just the fans of the Denver Broncos. Then why not have Brady Quinn on that billboard? Or maybe Adam Weber? Ever think of that genius? Listen, if you're a Tebow fan, you're a Tebow fan. Don't be ashamed of it. Just come out and say it. Jesse Oakes, you got your 15 minutes of fame. You can now fade away like a Colorado sunset. Or until the Broncos lose again. But one piece of advice for you, Jesse. I think you need to get a hobby. Something like this. Well, that just makes sense. Or what you're probably the best at. So what's left? Broncos got to get right on the injury side of the ball, and I need to get rid of this coffee. Is purpler a word? Nah, screw it. Coming up later this week on BroncoPlanet.com, Chad's going to sit down with Bronco fullback Spencer Larson. What? Well, another thing we're really excited about here on BroncoPlanet.com is this new website. We've got all kinds of interactive blogging, soapbox, your opportunity to hop up on your own soapbox and just kind of tell us what you're thinking. But Danny, what about the blogs? We've got a bunch of great bloggers this year giving us all kinds of insight and insider information to the Denver Broncos. And not another NFL team, which is what this show is not about. We got Chelsea's Corner. She's going to kind of whip up a weekly recipe, if you will, of the yum-yums. And I'm not just talking about Chelsea. Hey, in the highlights section, you can just click on that, scroll down to your favorite Bronco, hit the link, and it'll take you right to a video highlight of that particular player. If you have suggestions or links that you'd like to see, just let us know. We're here for you. But mostly for us. So, that's it in a nutshell. We've got blogging, we've got soapbox, we've got highlights, we've got email, we've got videos, we've got audios, we got links, we got all kinds of stuff here on Bronco Planet. I want to thank you for joining us this week, and we'll see you again soon. What's a fugly? Is that girl back in 10th grade? Fugly? Michelle Fugly? That's her, huh? No?